All right, great. Thank you for being here. Good morning or good afternoon, everyone. I'm excited to announce our partnership with College Bound Saver, who have connected with us over the summer reading program and have a really great sweepstakes that we'll be running this summer. To tell us all about it from College Bound Saver is Jennifer McElroy, and I'm just going to turn things right over to you to get started.
Great. Thank you so much, Danielle. Thank you again for the introduction. Again, my name is Jen McElroy, and I work for Ascensus, and I support specifically College Bound Saver, which is the state of Rhode Island's 529 plan. So I'm really excited today. We are, for the first year, announcing our partnership with the OLAS office as well as the summer reading program. So we're going to talk about our sweepstakes that we're going to be offering. But today we're going to kind of cover different topics. We're going to talk about a little bit briefly about College Bound Saver itself, the program. If anyone has any questions regarding how the program works, please feel free to take yourself off of mute and ask those questions. Or if you want, go ahead and put your questions in chat, and we will certainly make sure that you have answers to those questions. Secondly, we're going to talk about the partnership today that we are supporting the summer reading program and how the sweepstakes work. And then finally, I'm going to walk you through all the resources that are available to you during this sweepstakes program sponsorship and show you where you can find the information and talk about all the different assets that you have available to you. So again, thank you for having me today. And like I said, any questions, feel free to put those in chat or just take yourself off of mute and feel free to ask those questions. So I'm going to talk just a little bit about College Bound Saver itself for those of you who don't know, and I'm going to share my screen, a couple of screens. So hopefully right now what you are seeing here or will be seeing here in a moment is our website, which is collegeboundsaver.com. So as I mentioned before, College Bound Saver is the state of Rhode Island's 529 plan. 529 plans are a savings vehicle to allow families to save for education. You can save for college, but you can also save for things such as trade schools, vocational schools, as well as apprenticeships. The money that you do save can be used for tuition, but can be also used for things such as on campus as well as off campus room and board, books, fees, computers, and other school related expenses. The IRS also expanded the definition a couple years ago. You can now use $10,000 in your 529 plan in order to be able to save for private school tuition K through 12. Additionally, you can use $10,000 for student loan repayment. So what you can use the money for and how you can use the money within a 529 plan is very flexible. These accounts require no commitment, so families can save however works best for them. They can set up a reoccurring contribution if they want to. Let's say they want to do $20 a month from their checking account, or perhaps they just set up the account and maybe once a year they get a tax refund in April. They decide to contribute $100 into the account. So these accounts are really just set up to help families save for education, however it works best for them and for their family. You can always direct families to the website, which is, again, we're looking at it here, collegeboundsaver.com. We have a number of different tabs at the top of the website where they can find more information about the account and about how the account works. I am the dedicated representative. There are two of us that support College Bound Saver. So if any families ever have any questions, you are more than welcome to share my contact information directly, and they can reach out to me. Also on the website, if you scroll down, we have information again on the website, but what you will see is a button that says, "We're here to help." Right? So if you have them click on this, "We're here to help," to learn more, what you will see a picture of the two of us. There you see myself and also my colleague, Melissa Bailey, where you can actually schedule a meeting directly with us, whether it's yourself or any family that has questions regarding College Bound Saver. If you click on the button here that says Meet with Jennifer, you will come to my scheduling page. This is called Calendly, and you get direct access to my calendar in order to set up an appointment. Clicking on this calendar here, it'll actually go to my availability. It's loading my availability for next week. So if you click on, for example, Tuesday, you can see the various times and appointments that I am available, and you can schedule that directly on here. So I just wanted to let you know that I am a resource. Additionally, if you have any events throughout this summer, whether you have a kickoff event or whether you have another event where you have, animal experiences coming out, just book time or story time, I'm happy to set up an informational table and speak with parents and educate them on College Bound Saver, how the plan works, and answer any questions that they do have. Again, if you have questions on that, certainly let me know. Now we're going to talk a little bit more about the partnership that we currently are having with OLIS as well as the summer reading program. But what we're allowing the families to do is if they open up, if they sign up for the summer reading program at their local library, and then on our website, they enter in our sweepstakes, which we're going to walk you through each of these different steps. We are going to draw 4 random winners in the state of Rhode Island, and each of those 4 random winners will receive a $529 contribution into their College Bound Saver account. If they have an account already open, we will deposit that $529 into their existing account. If they do not have an account open, we will help them open up an account, and we will also get that $529 into their account. We will also, the library in which they're drawn from will receive $500 to spend on programming or whatever use for the library that you would like. So we really are trying to support all the students, all the readers that we have here in Rhode Island, as well as the libraries. So again, we will have 4 winners that will be chosen at the end of the program. The program it actually started on Monday, so it started on June 19th. You are able to share this information, and I'm going to show you all the assets that you have available to share. But the program will end on August 28th, so it should be encompassing of everyone's summer reading program dates, after which we will draw those 4 random winners and contact them and let them know that they have won. And we will organize some type of opportunity to present them with a ceremonial check of that $529. And the state of Rhode Island's treasurer, Diosa, would like to present the ceremonial checks. Again, we will also give $500 to each of the libraries as well. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to share with you where you can find more information about the program, as well as all the marketing materials that are available to you. So let's start here. Just one second. As I get this page up for you. So Danielle was very kind to put all this information into a consolidated space for you. So hopefully what the screen you are seeing now is the State of Rhode Island's Office of Library and Information Services LibGuides. So if you go down and you scroll down to the summer reading program, click on summer reading program. And then on the far right-hand side, you will see a tab that says College Bound Saver, and click on that tab there. So this page here is giving you all the details about the summer reading sweepstakes that you can share with your readers in your library. We're going to go through each of the pieces that we have available to you here. I'm just going to move a couple of these toolbars out of the way. If you actually click here on the bottom, what you're going to see is the sweepstakes flyer. So I'm actually just going to tab over to that sweepstakes flyer and show it to you to show you what it looks like. I'm going to reduce the size a little bit. So this flyer is a page that you are able to either print and post within your library or use however you might see fit. It kind of gives the instructions on this page as to what the readers will do. So they're going to sign up for a summer reading program at their local library. Just also to let you know, they do not need to finish the summer reading program. As long as they're signed up and participating, that's totally fine. Step number 2 says to visit collegebouндsaver.com/voice or to scan the QR code to enter the raffle. So I'm going to show you that page in just a moment. And then third step, basically that enters them in a chance of one of 4 to win $529 contribution into their 529 plan. And again, $500 for the library as well. So it's a very simple flyer. Like I said, you're more than welcome to print this out and post this within your library. I'm going to go to the next tab here. Hopefully we can switch over. I'm going to reduce the size on this too. This is the landing page. So once they click on that collegebouндsaver.com/voice, this is the landing page that your readers will land on. Okay. So again, same information. 4 winners for the state of Rhode Island. Each winner receives $529, $500 for their local library. And then they enter their information here. And in fact, while we're on this page today, I'm going to just fill it out with you just so you have an idea as to the information. So I have 2 kids. My daughter is Elizabeth, so we're going to put her information in there, and then you put the parents' information. So I'll put my information. You put in an email address. And a phone number, address. And then you put in the library's name. And since I'm in Narragansett, I'm going to put the Narragansett Library. They are able to select down here if you want to receive information from College Bound Saver in the future. So they can select yes or no. And then we're going to click submit. But just before we click submit, I just want to show you here. Here's also a hyperlink that goes to the official rules. So if you click on that hyperlink there, it will take you to the official rules page, which I will show you in just a minute. But they fill out this form online, and then you just click submit. And this actually is an error that I have just because it's on my web page, but they will be able to go ahead and enter their information, click submit, and they are entered into the raffle drawing. As I mentioned before, if you click on the official rules page, this is the official rules for the College Bound Saver program. So if anyone wants to see the official rules, they can take a look at that there. Going back to the library page, more information that can be found here. So you'll see the official flyers here, which we looked at, the official promotion rules, which we found here. And then there are two other ones. We have a lot of social media that we created for you so that if you utilize Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, you have some images that you can share on those pages as well. So we're going to take a look at that too. When you click on one of these two images, it's going to bring you to this page here, which is the Google Drive. And the Google Drive will contain all of the different pieces that we talked about, as well as the Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter ads that we're going to go through now. So just want everyone to know this is where you can find all the information to be able to support the summer reading program sponsorship on your social media pages. All right, let me just switch a different page. I'm going to show you, we have put together these sample ads. All right, so this page here, what you're seeing is that we have put together a number of ads and we have the images separately for you, which I will show you. But for example, this is the Facebook ad number 1. And on the right-hand side, this is the copy or the marketing copy that you can use for the Facebook ad. And so we have 3 ads. There's 3 for each social media. We have 3 Facebook ads, 3 Instagram ads, as well as 3 Twitter ads. So you'll see the Facebook number 2. And then here's Facebook number 3. And then if you continue to scroll, you'll see Instagram. There's 1, 2, and 3. And then you will see Twitter. There's 1, 2, and 3. So if you're looking for verbiage that you want to use, you can take this information right here. You can copy and paste it and use that information for your social media. All right, so I'm going to switch to a different page. And I just want to show you, these are the Instagram ads, which are also found in that Google Drive. And there are 3 of them. So here's the image for Enter to Win Today. And then we'll go to the second one. And we'll do the third one. And again, like I said, these 3 ads that I just showed you are for Instagram, but we have 3 for Facebook, as well as 3 for Twitter. So I just want to stop there for a second to see if anyone has questions on the program and how it works. Good. Like I said, Danielle was great to put all this information consolidated on the library support page here and also on the Google Drive. So you should be able to find all the information that you need in order to print out the flyer and post that in your library and or put information out on those social media websites. So Danielle, did you have any other questions about the program? Oh, I'm sorry, Lisa, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. I'm just wondering, do we get notified if we have our patrons sign up for this contest, or do we know if some of our patrons are in it?
Not necessarily. I mean, when they enter in the contest, they're going to put the library information in there and we will have all that information on an Excel spreadsheet, but you won't actually get notified that they have entered in. So we can share that information back to you maybe at the end of the sweepstakes, like how many people from your library signed in, that kind of thing. We can
sorry, I'm on
such
information.
Yeah,
I'm on a dinosaur of a computer here, so sorry. Yeah, I don't even need to know specifics. I'm just more interested in if all the marketing and promotion we did for it to see the end result of people that, and we don't even need names, but just the number of people that took advantage of it would be great.
Yeah, I think we will too. So again, this is the first year that we are running this sponsorship. I hope it's the first year of many. We are running a little bit late, as I know many of you are launching your summer reading programs this week. So we prefer that next year, we'll have a lot more information to you earlier in the process. But for our own purposes as well, we definitely want to make sure that this is a successful campaign. So we will monitor how many people are entering in. We can probably share all that information with Danielle and try and increase those numbers year after year. We just really want to get that word out there. And as we all know, just sharing the information and getting this word out to patrons at the library is kind of the hardest part. So we're hoping that you guys can, join forces with us in this partnership and get that information out to the libraries and all the patrons. Did you have a question as well?
Yes. Are the materials available in Spanish?
Oh, great question. I'm so glad you brought that up. So these are the English versions, obviously, and because it's a little bit last minute, the Spanish versions are actually in the process of being translated currently. So from my understanding, it's going to take about a week to a week and a half before I will have the Spanish versions. And I'm going to send those to Danielle, and then she will be able to upload the Spanish versions as well. So again, next year when we launch it, I hope to have the English and the Spanish versions all available at the same time. But again, just a little bit last minute this year. But thank you for that question. Yes, we will have it in Spanish. Great, thank you for that. There are no age requirements. So, this is available to all Rhode Islanders, but we really want them obviously reading over the summertime and supporting the summer reading program. But anybody of any age can participate in this. So there's no age requirement. So those 2-year-olds, they can certainly enter in the raffle as well. Any other questions about the program?
Jen, I just want to clarify, in the official rules, it says birth to 18 as being the age range. Is that correct?
Yes, I'm sorry, for children, yes. So up to 18 is correct. But they can be 2 years old or they can be babies. That's fine too. Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Let's see if there's any other questions. All right, I think that looks like that's probably it, Danielle. So it is a pretty simple program. Like I said, just trying to get the word out there and let everyone know that they have the opportunity to win $529 into their College Bound Saver account. I am a resource to help you out. So again, if you have any events coming up that you'd like me to come and set up a table, please let me know. I might be reaching out to some of you because as I kind of cruise through your calendars, there might be events that I think might be a good opportunity to speak with families and let them know about the program too. So I want to thank everyone for their time. I'm very excited about this partnership with Danielle as well as the OLS office. And again, I hope it's the first of many years of sponsorship for the summer reading.
Fantastic. Thank you. And thank you everyone for being here this afternoon. I am going to send on the listserv. I'll be sending out the link to the summer reading program LibGuide. If you already have that bookmarked, then you'll see the College Bound Saver tab is there already. So I will send out a reminder. And as Jen said, once the Spanish materials are available, I'll notify you all. I'll put it on the LibGuide, and then I'll let you know through the listserv. All right. Well, thank you so much, everyone. Have a great rest of your day.
Great. Thanks so much, Danielle. Thank you.